All right, guys, I think it's time. I think it's time we finally do a what's in my camera bag video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is David. I own David Took It Photography, Videography, serving the Southern Colorado area. This is what I bring with me. I could have, made it scripted, but I think off the cuff, I'm probably gonna mess up one shot, one take, maybe some B-roll, probably not any B-roll. You can see like the edges are exposed on the set. Like, I think it's all right. I think it's on the inside that counts, really. This is what, honestly, I bring with me everywhere. There's a few pieces of gear that I know aren't in here, but I left the house today to do these talking head shoots, and this is what I brought with me. So this pretty much all lives rent-free inside of here. Starting off with the camera that's recording this, which I do not bring with me everywhere. It is the Sony FX30. It is the intro to the cinema line. I'm trying to see if I like it. So far, so good, honestly. I haven't really used it on a paid shoot, but we're doing some tests with it today. So let's dive into the bag, starting off with the bag itself, probably. I honestly don't know what brand it is. It is an InnoFlex bag. I needed something. I used to have the Moment bag, I think is what it was. It's got the roll top on it. It's all weatherproof. I don't hike, let's be real. We're going into an office space. We're going into a wedding venue. I don't have to deal with all of that. So I needed a bag that had as much storage as possible, that was as modular as possible as well. I carry a lot of stuff, shooting photo and video, and sometimes doing both on the same day. You need a lot of shit. So let's get into everything that's in here, starting with the laptop compartment. I wouldn't be where I'm at without this computer. The M1 MacBook Pro, I think it came out a couple of years ago, pre-ordered it, love it. I think I spec'd it out just a little bit. I don't think I did the base level. I think I did like one tier up on every option that you could. Living on the side of the bag is the Godox V1 Speedlight. This can be used with my triggers. This could be used on camera as a standalone. I always carry a flash with me no matter what. The battery life is amazing. The light quality is amazing. Recycle time's amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. If you're on the fence about switching or you want to get into a good flash, get the V1. It's the most versatile flash I've ever used. Moving on, let's see here. Let's go into the front pockets, and then we'll go inside. So this bag has a hard shell little spot on the top. I actually use it to hold my monitor. When I'm shooting video, handheld or in a controlled environment, this monitor is paramount. It tells me where my focus is, false colors. I can see my LUT applied on here. And everything else that has to do with the monitor lives in here as well. Sony MPF batteries, never have enough of those. Small rig HDMI cords, one for the FX30 and the newer Sony cameras, or the mini HDMI cords, depending on what camera I'm using. Literally like small little mounts that connect to my gimbal. That one's to my old gimbal. And then in here, I also keep my small rig multi-tool that my girlfriend got me based off my wish list video that I made. So shout out Jamie. Close this up. I'm not going to be like the other YouTubers who just make a mess and then like don't clean it up. I'll freak out, honestly. And yeah, so give me a second. Everything has its place in here too. That's why I don't switch bags very often. I had that other bag for literally like 3 years because once something is in its place, I really don't want to ever try and struggle to find it again. So I think I've got this one dialed in. When I switch backpacks, I kind of run with both for a while, but this one's kind of taking the cake. All right, next pocket. Pretty sure there's not too much in this. I got some AA batteries and a spare HDMI cable just in case I need them. Those are AAA batteries, my bad, rechargeable. I should carry AA's because my trigger takes AA's. Next, filters, ND filters, mist filters, circle polarizers. I don't use them all the time except for NDs. Quit cranking your shutter speed, use an ND filter. Next, SD cards, a lot of SD cards. This is like a faux Pelican case. I don't know, I've been using it forever. Godox X Pro S trigger. This can control 1, 2, 3, 4 groups, maybe 5 groups of lights. This is what I control all my off-camera flash with. I actually carry 2 of these. One stays in the studio because if this does not work, I do not get paid because I cannot shoot. So I carry 2 of these. And then my SSD of choice, my portable SSD of choice is the Samsung T7 drives. They are so fast. I love them. I can't say enough good things about them. They're absolutely amazing. And then in here, I also carry a thumb drive that is formatted to exFAT. You're like, you're a Mac user, why are you using exFAT? Well, unfortunately, the rest of the world doesn't operate on Mac. So I use this if I have to deliver files to go get shirts done, or if I need to deliver files to some of the businesses that I work with. It's easier just to give them this. It's USB-C and USB-A. It's fairly quick. It does get kind of hot though. It's SanDisk, but I don't know, 64 gigs, more than enough just to move final files. This bottom pouch we'll get into here in a second. Let's go to the top. In here, lives rent-free. This is the moneymaker. This is the Sony a7 III with a Zeiss 55 1.8 lens on it and a battery grip. If you see me out and about shooting, I'm shooting with this setup more than likely. I used to live with the 85 living on this bad boy. The 55 is sharper and still has as much background compression. I love it so much. Moving into the top part of the bag, probably going to have to open it somehow. Let me see here. All right, this bag, like it has these little snaps so it doesn't open all the way. Moving into this front pouch right here. If I go to a meeting, iPad Pro with M1, I believe. This might be the non-M1, I'm not too sure. It does have LTE though, because I don't want to tether from my phone. That's kind of a pain. So I don't want to ask for the Wi-Fi password either. So I go on there. Most used app on there is going to be Lightroom and Notability. Notability is like an interactive note-taking thing. You can color coordinate stuff. It helps me because I'm all over the place. Next, in this little pouch, this is like cleaning stuff, so I keep a microfiber, lens wipes, and dead batteries in here actually. There's another mesh like pocket up top. I keep extra Sony batteries, and all these batteries that live up here are actually charged, so there's no confusion. It's a pain in the ass to take your camera off a gimbal just to put a battery in it, so I make sure that it's charged and uncharged. I keep a spare mic just in case. This is just the Rode Video Micro. I saw the Micro too, and I'm really interested. I think I really want it. But that just lives in one of these compartments up here. The other moneymaker lens, surprisingly enough, is not for portraits. It's a 17-28 Tamron f2.8. I love this lens. Shout out to everybody who talked me into getting it. I shoot real estate with this, real estate videos and real estate photos. It is super sharp. Tamron glass is no joke. I absolutely love it. Going to the next pouch, the newest addition to the family. I fought it for so long. I talked so much trash about all the Canon guys who shoot with the 35. And what did I do? I bought a G Master 35 f1.4, my very first 1.4 lens, and my very first G Master lens. So excited with it. Just the build quality is crazy. It's amazing. I've used it a couple times so far. I'm really liking it. Secondly, I do a lot of my shoots out of town, whether it's real estate, whether it's portraits or anything like that. But anytime I'm away from town, I always bring a second body, another a7 III body. This one is also my gimbal camera. I like to set it on the gimbal. I don't run a battery grip on it for that reason. And yeah, I don't know. I, for some reason, only shoot real estate photos with this camera and video. So it's like usually on bracketed mode. So when I go to take a picture of somebody, it'll take 5 shots. It's really annoying because I always forget. And then this thing comes with a rain poncho that, let's face it, you always keep in your bag, but you're never going to use it because you're just going to go inside. I think that's everything in that pouch. Let's keep it moving. Close this bad boy. That's one thing I noticed about this bag. If you don't completely close these zippers and you go to pick it up and you got this thing jam-packed, this part's going to flip over, the bottom part's going to flip over. So I always make sure it's ready to go just in case I have to grab it. It also, on the outside, has a spot for a gimbal, and you can strap it in through where I have this mounted. and another side for a tripod. So that's perfect for you real estate guys. You can carry a gimbal and a tripod on the same bag. Going into this front pouch that lives on the bottom, it actually came with another small bag, which I am using today to carry the FX6, but it's just like a small cheap camera bag that can go in there, or it gives you the option to make more dividers, which is what I opted to do here. Starting in the audio pouch, I have a small little case for my Rode Wireless 1s. I didn't get the Rode Wireless 2s. These are just my backups, just in case. I didn't get Rode Wireless 2s because I switched to the DJI Go mics. No, the DJI wireless mics. These are super cool. They're like AirPods. They charge in the case. You take them off. You could just clip it. You can you can like use the magnet on somebody's shirt. The little receivers work really good. It's got a touch screen on it, USB-C, amazing. If you're on the fence, you want the 2 or the Rhodes, or I mean, if you want the Rhodes or the DJI, I would go DJI because you can also pull the audio recordings off of each receiver. You can also do that with the Rode, but you have to use their proprietary software, and nobody wants to do that shit. I keep this cable. It's a TRRS to a TRRS. It comes with the Rode mic, I believe, but this is the only way you can get audio from like the DJI to your iPhone. Just kidding, the DJI comes with the USB-C and a Lightning. So that was my fix for the Rode. We were going live on TikTok, but we didn't want terrible audio quality. So we were using this setup and we were streaming live with lapel mics on TikTok. These mics, they're not really anything crazy. They're like $12, $13. I've been using them for 5 years. I really like them. They sound pretty good. I do have this Sony like pill-looking Caterpillar mic. I don't really like it. It was like 25 bucks on an open box at Best Buy when I was in Denver. Bought it. It's not my favorite. It's kind of cumbersome, but I have it in there just in case. I also carry another TRS cable for another mic that's in here. We have the Rode Video Go, super old mic, shotgun style. I don't know, I keep it in here. I should probably update it, but I don't like change. Another one of the mic cables for the DJI. That's the only downside, is it doesn't have a place for those mics to live. Moving forward, usually there's a pair of headphones in here. I keep an old pair of Beats Solos in here, just with a wired connection. The Bluetooth doesn't actually even work. I use that to reference audio. Me or my second shooter will reference audio with those headphones, and they're actually sitting on the back side of the FX30. Next is going to be the behemoth, the 70 to 180 Tamron. The only Tamron lens I don't own is the 28 to 70, which is equivalent to a 24 to 70. I should probably get it, but anyway, love this lens. If you back all the way up, go 180 with it, and the background compression is so crazy. Before I got this lens though, I kind of bought that on a whim because they had a rebate on it. I think it was $800 out the door, killer deal. The cream and the buttery portrait lens of the Zeiss 135 2.8, the Zeiss Batis. This lens is absolutely incredible. I really, really like it. It's got like a screen on the front. Mind you, also when I built all of my system, all of my big lenses take a 67 millimeter filter thread, and all of my small lenses, like my APS-C 35 for the FX30 and my 24 to 70 for the FX30, actually 24 to 70 takes a 67. Anyway, so it's either 67 or 49, nothing in between. I have one filter for everything. Super cool, I love it. Let's see here. Thinking about getting rid of that lens because I find this lens isn't much less sharp, if that makes sense. It's not less sharp, it's still 2.8, and it's more versatile, and I gotta carry one lens versus this lens and a 35 and an 80, 85, I don't know, we'll see. Lastly, if you're a wedding videographer, you know you have to have anything audio. So I have a small pair of in-ear skull candies in here. I have XLR to 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Usually there is a Zoom H1N in here, or two of them, for receptions. I can plug into the mixer, I can plug into the DJ, get the speeches. I usually don't end up using it. Lately, we've just been miking up the people before the speeches. It sounds better, and some of these DJs don't know how to set a gain. The other thing I carry in here is like RCA cables to 3.5 and a 3.5 to 1/4 inch adapter. And this is just like a cheap Amazon carrying roll pouch, and it kind of holds everything perfectly. It folds up pretty small. It's pretty cheap. It's cheaper than, what is that brand? It's not Peak Design, there's another one. But yeah, Profoto is the other brand that makes these for like 50 bucks. That was like $12. But down and dirty, that's what I carry day to day on me. So if you see me, try not to steal my stuff. Just kidding. Most of the time, all of this isn't on me. I just bring the camera and a backup. But if you have any questions, what's in your camera bag? What should I add? Why do I carry something versus something else? Usually it's because it's cheaper and it works just as good. But leave a comment down below. Shoot me a DM if you have questions. Thanks.